Hi guys, I just wanted to take a quick minute and do a very quick video because this time of year is very busy, but we scored big and I couldn't wait to share it with you guys. Let me go ahead and show you a little bit about our process in finding collections to purchase and what happens when we find a good one. So this is the listing that I found on Marketplace. And it was very little description. It says tons of jewelry, plus loose stones, turquoise, amethyst. Originally, the seller was asking $1,900, and that was 17 weeks ago. Now, if you look through the pictures, it doesn't look like a huge collection, but some of the things that caught my attention were, in this photo, you can see in the background all of those bins. And it helped give me an idea that this collection is much larger than the picture showed. And from what I could see, it was very high quality. So I've been watching this collection for obviously 17 weeks, and partway through the gentleman dropped it down to $11.99, so $1,200. So finally I approached him and I said, I know that it's not near your goal, but how close would $600 get us to purchasing this collection? And he came back with $800. And so we jumped at the chance. Again, we hadn't seen it yet, but I felt pretty confident that it was going to be a good one. So what we did find out, we got the collection home last night, and it was better than I could have imagined. All the jewelry that was made, oh, here we go, is Rocio Silvana. I had never heard of this designer before, but apparently fairly well known from Italy. This was a big surprise to me. So not only did we get a lot of stones, which is what was shown in the picture, but it hadn't shown that there was a lot of really awesome jewelry too, which I'll show you guys in just a second. Okay, so really quick, I just wanted to give you guys a better rundown of how this collection came to be for purchase. So the gentleman that we spoke to told us the story about how he came to own this collection. He purchases storage units, and this was one of those ones that apparently it had just sat, and the guy who had the storage unit kept trying to get the people to come. They were out of the country to come back and get it, and anyways, he was never able to. So this gentleman purchased the storage unit, and this was probably the best storage unit he's ever had. He has already sold off most of the gold and silver. There's some still in some of the jewelry, but the loose gold and silver he pretty much sold off already. He told me that one belt buckle alone that he found in this collection was worth $28,000, and he sold it for $28,000. So he more than made his money back. And this was just the stuff that was left over. The stuff that, only crafters or somebody into jewelry would like. So again, $800. We got it for $800. I'm still blown away. So anyways, let's take a look at, what this amazing collection is. So these here are just a very, very small sampling of some of the stones that I picked out. These aren't even the jewelry. These are just the loose stones that, they were some of the nicer ones, so we'll probably sell them first. But I just want you to get an idea. Look at how big those are in my hand. These are very large, high quality stones. And for $800, I know that we definitely got way more than our money's worth. So there's all of these. Again, these are just a few that I picked out. There's even a whole nother bin over here. And this was the kind of thing that kind of blew my mind, was these. This is what the necklaces, all those necklaces look like. They're just huge, huge stones. I mean, we're talking, $500 to $1,000 pieces. But the thing is that's real turquoise. That's not magnesite. That's not dyed halite. That's the real deal, which, as we all know, is much more rare and much more expensive. Now we'll go into my messy, messy living room. This over here is the collection after I've condensed it down. It was so big, I had to make room in my home. Again, all of these are real turquoise, and they're huge turquoise. This kind of coloring on this one is pretty obvious. You don't really get the magnesite with that very interesting natural color scheme. And then these 3 bins underneath. There was 3 bins underneath that were all just coral. And then there's one underneath that was, okay, this was like white. And then there's the classic peach salmon color kind of coral. These are all very big boys, and you don't find a lot of really big coral like this anymore. This collection is fairly old. So again, that's why I think we got so much of the big stones that they're harder to come by these days. This bin here was all like glass beads. Some of it, like some good vintage stuff. There was some good vintage check glass in there I saw. A lot of interesting lamp work. Some of it, you know, nothing really special, just, you know, some foil lamp work. But I did see a few in there that looked like vintage Venetian. The glass beads and anything that's not stone is really the minority of this collection. Almost everything was stone, and there was some precious metals, like I said. This is the important stuff that I wanted to show you. The stuff that just seriously blew me away was these giant necklaces. I mean, they're just huge, big boys. Look at my hand. That's almost the size of my palm, some of these stones. So they're really heavy. But again, I mean, these pieces, that was just one of the ones with a single strand. You've got to see these ones that they made. There's some multi-strand ones in here that I just... Oh, here we go. I love this amethyst one. Look at that. Yeah, I'll put it on. Okay, see, so you can see with it on, it is just, the stones are huge and there's just so many of them. This is a really, truly amazing piece, and honestly, I might keep it for myself. There's a few others in here that may end up staying with us here, but I think the majority of them are going to end up for sale. I think most of the really fancy jewelry pieces will probably end up on our Etsy. See, there's lots of, look at that. The ballet beads from Africa, and there's tons of them. There's a lot of this other stuff here that I found. This is more, some of it's authentic, like you can see there's the real copal, and some of it was more costumey. I'm gonna spend a little time going through it and figuring out what's what, but there's definitely authentic pieces in there, the ballet beads and the copal, and so much stones. I haven't even been through this part of the bin, so I thought you guys could join me on the adventure while we explore some of the new goodies. They're all kind of snapped into these displays. There we go. Oh yeah, that's big blue lace agate. Here, I wonder if it'd be easier if I just lay it out. It's hard to see it. So pretty though. All of them are just huge stones. Another coral piece. There was a lot of coral pieces in here. Oh, and something interesting, what made me realize that this was a potentially valuable collection was they all had their little Rochelle Silvana tags on them, which of course we flip them over. It's $9.25. Now I haven't tested them yet, which of course I will do before I sell them. But just a little note that we had no idea what we were buying until we got it and started going through it, and we're like, holy crap, we scored. Now, there was bins that said like moonstone and labradorite on them, but there really wasn't much beads in them. I think that he must have sold them off to someone else or picked a few out. But when we got going through the jewelries, we did find that there was some that still had those kind of amazing stones, and wouldn't you know it, here is one of the moonstone necklaces, and again, just huge stones, and you can see that luster that you get from moonstone, so I'm super thrilled. Big chunky rose quartz. Oh, one piece, wow, that is another one of the big ones. It's like multi-strand. There we go. Just like a rock collector's dream, a lapidary dream. I think that's the one that you could see in the picture on the website, or I'm sorry, on the Facebook Marketplace listing. You can see just really big stones. Very pretty. But yeah, there was some really big, real quartz crystals, but also some really unique, it looks kind of like maybe some vintage crystals I'll have to go through and check out. So yeah, I got my work cut out for me, but oh, you know, I'll just have to take one for the team, all that hard work. And oh, look at that. Okay, so for real guys, this is one necklace. And look at all of that labradorite. Like seriously, this has got to be $1,000 necklace on its own. I don't know if we'll keep them and sell them as necklaces or part them out, because these are some truly beautiful stones. And there is also a lot, I didn't really go through these yet, but there's a whole bin full of like old vintage pieces and broken pieces. Let's look at these big boys first, and then maybe we'll take a look at those ones. Oh, that's a big one. And I'm pretty sure these are sterling silver clasps. Again, I will test. But look at that. There's lots of these neat ones. They're just the single strands, but they're, again, really big stones and high quality. Oh yeah, these, oh my gosh, I just love the amethyst ones. Because they're huge and they've got amazing clarity. Some of those stones on the table there, you could almost not tell that they were stone because they were so perfect and clear. Okay, so just wanted to show you guys a few last things and brag a little bit more about our finds because, all right, anybody who knows about amber knows this is a very spendy piece. Again, big pieces. Personally, I prefer the polished amber, but still you can fetch a really high price for the natural unpolished amber. So, and these bins were mostly like the vintage pieces or broken pieces. But there was still a lot of great stuff in here that I'm gonna either harvest or fix. Or just sell as is, depends on my mood. Most of this stuff you can tell is on the older side. I think there's some bakelite that I saw too. Oh wait, this was the one that had a really cool pendant. Okay, yeah. So that one's a very interesting piece. It's got a lot of sparkle. I almost think this one might have been a belt. I almost forgot I wanted to show you guys what some of these bins that they came with. Again, these are the really fancy schmancy pearls. We've got some of the Keishi pearls with no nucleus, and some of the coin pearls. Oh, it looks like some of these are actually pieces of jewelry, not just loose stones. So we'll have to look and see what we can add to the Zen Cove stuff and do some really good pearl lots. I didn't really have a lot of time to look at them, but I had to kind of check everything before we bought it just to make sure we were getting something good. And I don't have any idea what type of materials these are. Some of them feel like metal, and I'll do some metal testing, but some of them feel like maybe they're the CCB plastic that's just plastic with metal on it. But some of them are really nice. There was the real copper ones. And all of them are big. Everything in this lot was big.